Let's see. Are we going live? Are we live? Are we live? Can anyone see me? If you can, let me know, because this Facebook Live producer is not the best thing for going live. So let's see. If you can see me, give me a thumbs up, give me some emojis, or just post in the comments so that I can see that I am actually live. Oh, yay. Hi, Heather. I'm live. Thank you so much for responding and letting me know. It has been a horrible Monday. Last Monday when I went live for 30 full minutes. I told you all the good, amazing stuff. And then Facebook pooped out, and I don't know where that video went, because it was in the stratosphere somewhere, or maybe in outer space, who knows, but it did not show up on Facebook. And then I couldn't even find the recording, so I was a little upset, and that's why we're going live on Wednesday, and couldn't redo it on Monday because I would have for sure had some curses come out of my mouth. So let's not do that. Okay, let's see. I'm going to be talking about building an immune system fortress today. And it's going to start off with basically talking about our endocannabinoid system. I know I talk about this quite often for people who are customers and clients. Technical difficulties. Oh, okay. You're talking about my video. Okay. There's a little bit of a delay coming through on the chats, so I'm going to try to not pay attention too much to the chats, but definitely let me know if you have any questions. I'll glance over there and try not to be too distracted by it, because I can get distracted. Okay. So excuse me while I itch my nose. Okay, so building an immune system fortress and talking about the endocannabinoid system. What we need to know about this system is that it literally is the foundation for building a fortress and for your immune system. And in these days and times right now, with this crazy virus that's out there, and you guys, honestly, I don't even know what to believe anymore about this virus, with it being a pandemic, not being a pandemic, listening to mainstream media, listening to other people saying, it's kind of a hoax. I don't know what to believe. All I know is that I'm taking all the precautions for myself and my family and for my customers and clients. And all I can do is pass that on to you. And if it resonates with you, then please wrap your arms around it and really take notice, because there are things that, regardless if we're talking about this specific virus pandemic or any other thing that comes into your sphere of your wellness journey that could jeopardize your health in any way, this is the starting point. It is building that foundation for building a fortress around your immune system. Your immune system is that fortress for your body, okay? And if it is not functioning properly, like most people out there have some deficiencies. That's why we have autoimmune issues. That's why we have allergies. That's why we have food sensitivities. That's why we have so many things. And it's also the basis of poor nutrition and even disease and disorders that pop up, okay? It all has to do with your immune system. And your immune system is directly related to your central nervous system and your digestive system. So there's a lot to talk about here, but I'm going to try to absolutely keep this to 30 minutes or less and see if we can get through it all. Okay, so really what I want to talk about first is that endocannabinoid system, and what exactly is it? It's also called the ECS, short for endocannabinoid system. It is actually that master regulator that regulates all your other bodily systems. So whether we're talking about the central nervous system, cardiovascular system, circulation, circulatory system, so your lymphatic system, your digestive system, your endocrine system, which is your hormones. There are so many different systems in our body that have to work as a cohesive team to give you a full wellness picture, I guess, if you want to call it a picture. If you took a snapshot of where you are, that's a picture of your immunity, where you are in your journey, okay? And it all starts with that endocannabinoid system being the master regulator. Now, this is also maybe some new words or new vocabulary for some people, because you've never heard of the endocannabinoid system. If you've listened to me for any amount of time, you do know what it is. But there's a lot of people in this group, there's over 400 people who may have not heard of the endocannabinoid system. It is newly discovered system that is just now being taught in some of the medical schools, and there's a lot of mainstream medical professions, Western medicine, who don't even really know what it is, and that's part of my job. So just for a lot of you that are getting to know me right now, my name is Carlene. I'm a transformational health coach. What I do for people is not only get them onto a journey, a health journey that is going to literally change their entire uh, life, I guess. That is a transformation, taking from where you are and getting you to that place that is a completely different place from where you started. Okay, that is the full transformation. So, sets you up to live longer, be healthy, be active, and just living your best life, concluding your mental awareness and just different things as far as autoimmunity, basically plugging the gaps, plugging the holes so that you can be healthy and be prosperous and be basically part of the community and helping people also achieve what you were able to achieve. Because let's face it, when we find results, we want to share it with everyone. And that's been my whole existence on this earth, really, is just being able to help other people experience that transformation. And not only do I teach everyday people, customers and clients like yourselves, but I also teach the doctors and the functional medicine people, chiropractors, all different types of people who are in the health and wellness arena, so that we can actually make the biggest contribution or the biggest impact on our community. And that's what it's really all about, is people helping people feel better, look better, and just exist and live a long, happy life. Okay, so that's what we're talking about. And it all starts, like I said, with the endocannabinoid system being that master regulator, regulating all of your other systems. Now, how does it actually do that? There are a few basics that I want to touch on, just so you guys have a well-rounded baseline, so that whether you buy products from me or you even, jump on some of my courses and things that are being created to be online wholly and totally online, because our retail business is closed at the moment temporarily, hopefully not for too much longer, because we're all getting cabin fever. I know I'm getting cabin fever. Lots of people want to get out and just be part of the world again, and hopefully that can happen. So with the basics of this endocannabinoid system, the ECS, we have natural cannabinoids that our body absolutely creates all on its own. One of them is called anandamide, and the other is called 2-AG. Now, we also have enzymes that synthesize and degrade different aspects of those cannabinoids so that they actually can keep you in balance. So, of course, if your body needs to upregulate and increase something, that happens, or if it needs to deregulate, decrease something, that happens, and of course keeps you in balance. So that's how this all happens. Now, there are also receptors in our body, CB1 receptors and CB2 receptors, that these cannabinoids attach to. Okay, now the main ones that we're really going to focus on are those CB2 receptors, because those are what are in our digestive tract, which also is where our immune system, 90% of our immune system is located in our digestive tract. So CB2 receptors are there, and they're just kind of hanging out. Here's the problem. There is a problem right now with that endocannabinoid system, and it's happening with the majority of us, because when cannabis, now I don't want to get too much into the technology, or not technology, the technical parts of what cannabis is and what it isn't, but there are two plants under the word cannabis, or the plant. See, I don't even want to get too sciencey and confuse you and myself. But there's marijuana, and then there's hemp. One is a female plant, one is the male plant. Hemp is the male plant. It looks different and it functions different than the marijuana plant, which has a lot of THC, which is psychoactive component. That is not what is in hemp. And I say this all the time. I feel like I'm a broken record when I talk about it, but there are still a lot of people who are just learning about what hemp is and how it relates to the endocannabinoid system. So hemp, and we're just going to kind of take marijuana and throw it off to the side because we're not even talking about that, even though it is part of cannabis. But cannabis, when it was no longer able to be grown, even for hemp, which is non-psychoactive, but also that has its medicinal place in this world, and also for so many different things, including textiles, construction. I mean, anything that's made out of plastic can be made out of hemp. Isn't that amazing? It is so sustainable and so much more of a renewable source than any other thing out there, which is also why it was demonized. So not only was it the pharmaceutical companies, but also the oil industry, because as you know, plastics and so many things are made from oil byproduct, okay, petroleum byproducts. So we have had a fight on our hands about keeping a renewable energy source, because obviously, yes, hemp can also be used for energy as well, believe it or not. Plus, it can also be harvested twice a year. So you can see how it is an amazing product. But speaking beneficially for your body, it was in our food supply way back then when it was actually, when everyone was growing hemp for whatever reasons, for textiles, for, making rope, making clothes, making bandages, whatever it was. It was absolutely used for many different reasons, but it also was in our food supply because our animals ate hemp, just like they eat hay, right? Or whatever, straw, whatever it is that they eat. Okay, I don't even know what animals eat at this moment. So what it was used to supplement their diet, okay? So because it was so sustainable and used for so many things and so incredibly nutritious if you eat the plant itself. So the animals, it was in our meat and our cheese and our dairy, these cannabinoids that came from the plant itself. So it was able to fortify our endocannabinoid system and keep our system making its own cannabinoids. We're unable to do that now. So not only was it in the meat and the cheese and the dairy, but it was also in our vegetables, because when hemp was harvested, then the vegetables went in the ground and those cannabinoids were in the soil, which then also was in the plants. The vegetables, when they were harvested, those cannabinoids, the phytocannabinoids from the plant, were then in our, when we digested it, it was able to fortify, regenerate, and really rebuild that ECS system so that everything else was functioning properly and keeping that place of homeostasis. Not happening now, guys. It is just not happening because it's no longer, it's not in every farmer's repertoire, I guess, of what they're growing. It's just not. And there are not as many smaller farms. It's all big agriculture right now. So, and of course, they're not growing hemp. So until this changes, we do have to supplement, because those phytocannabinoids that are in the plant have got to be ingested somehow to help rebuild and fortify. Remember, we're making an immune system fortress so that we can defend against all of the viruses and bacteria and even food allergies, like I mentioned earlier, all of these different things that can help even regulate your blood chemistry, okay? So whether you're talking about your insulin levels, okay, this is all what we talk about in making sure that we are in a balanced state. So if we're not balanced, and most people are not, again, because it's not in our nutrition, what happens? We become imbalanced. And when you have an imbalance, it just depends on where your body has a deficiency, and that can be completely different from the next 5 people. So you may have developed something that is a digestive issue like colitis or Crohn's or some autoimmune issue that has to do with your digestive tract, right? It could even be celiac disease, gluten intolerance, all those different things is because we're not being fortified in our endocannabinoid system to help balance out and bring your body back to homeostasis. So it could also be affecting your brain, memory. It could be, Alzheimer's, MS, all of these different things, Parkinson's, even ADHD and autism, all these things that have to do with the brain and central nervous system can be regulated naturally, your body turning on its own ability to heal itself by building up this foundation of your ECS or your endocannabinoid system, because it regulates all your other systems. Okay. Have I gotten you lost yet? Hopefully not. If you have a question, put it in the chat, and I will answer them either through the broadcast or at the end. Okay. So what we're experiencing right now is called a clinical depletion of our ECS. And that is, and I don't really want to use the word, but I sort of have to, because it is also a pandemic, which means nearly everyone that you speak to, or the majority of us, have this depletion in our endocannabinoid system. So that means you likely have some issue going on in your body that could be easily fixed if you supplemented with some phytocannabinoids to help out and rebuild your body's ability to make its own cannabinoids. Do you see what I'm saying? And attaching to those open receptors that are in your brain and your central nervous system and in your every other part of your body, the periphery. So even the immune system, which is in your digestive tract, mostly. Okay, so it is super important for you to understand that not all products out there that are hemp related, or even called CBD oil or hemp oil or whatever you want to call it, it is not necessarily all created equal. It's just not. So what do I mean by that? If you have a company that is, who knows, just selling something on the internet, and it's, who knows, maybe it's on Amazon, or it's a multi-level marketing company that's selling a CBD product, likely you just have no idea what kind of quality that is. Okay, now quality absolutely matters, and here is why. So whether you buy product from myself, my company Fine and Well, or you buy it somewhere else, these are the things that you need to know. It must be organic, because cannabis, whether you're talking about marijuana or hemp, remember cannabis is the overreaching name of the plant. It's a scavenger plant, and it can be used and is used to clean up polluted soil. So if a farmer uses it to clean up heavy metals or some kind of a spill that happened on their land, and then they harvest that hemp and sell it to the CBD industry, now you have a product that is likely poison in a bottle, and you have no idea, because you do not know who you bought it from. You don't know their processes. You don't know their quality control, none of that. You have no idea who they are. And if it's not organic, if it doesn't say organic, you can be assured that there's something, whether it's even just a simple pesticide, which is not simple, but it can have ramifications on your body and on your health journey. So make sure it is always organic, but then you also want to make sure that it is a full plant extract, meaning it has all 114 plus cannabinoids intact. And here's where they get you, because remember, this is a booming industry. It's like the Wild West with this plant, okay? Because there are so many good things that can come from using hemp that everyone and their mother is jumping on board and selling this product, and not everything is created equal. So you just really have no idea what you're getting unless you know, like, and trust who you buy from. And that's why I'm always completely transparent and letting you know what you are getting if you purchase hemp oil or gummies or even pet chews, anything like that. We have soft gels, all those things that you want to use, because who knows why you want to use one thing over another. It's just your preference, right? But knowing the quality is essential, okay? So always make sure that it's organic and that it's a full plant extract and not just CBD, because CBD, let's jump into a little bit of that. CBD is one cannabinoid, THC, which is a psychoactive component in hemp, or I'm sorry, in marijuana. And there's only in hemp 0.3%, so that's 0.3% THC in a full spectrum oil or hemp oil, okay? So again, we have, at Fine and Well, we have a product that has 0 THC to take care of people who just absolutely do not want any part of the psychoactive THC, even though you cannot get high with a 0.3% in the full spectrum. So we have a broad spectrum, 0 THC, and a full spectrum, which has the 0.3%, which is legal in all 50 states. Okay. So if you are I think I just got lost here a second. So where was I? What'd I say, you guys? Okay, so if you are looking for organic and you're looking for the full plant extract, that's where I was. So the full plant extract, those two things are super important, okay? But also knowing and liking where you're buying from gives you an edge over anyone else, because right now, there is no regulation on what they can say on the bottle. So anyone can say anything, and you truly have no idea what you're getting unless you really do know and respect your retailer, just like you can know, like, trust, and respect us, because we're completely transparent. We actually are partnered with 2 organic farms in Colorado. So we have US based hemp. It's grown here. It's not grown anywhere else, in the world, because again, you don't know where that stuff was grown and what it was used for. So you always want to make sure that you're getting US based product, okay? Because we have, in this industry, people are self-regulating. Our farms self-regulate, meaning they are going above and beyond what is expected or what is legal to provide you with information. We go above and beyond so that it is completely transparent and you're getting a really great product. Fine and Well's own product, our farms are in the top 10% of quality product in the United States across the board. So you can be assured that when you get our product, it's actually going to work. Because remember what I said, not all product is created equal. And there are some people out there that are selling a product that only has one cannabinoid in it, meaning CBD. Okay, so, and that's an isolate, and it just means it's been processed down to its very simplest component, meaning it's only one cannabinoid. We don't do that. We have all 14. The plant is truly supposed to work together with all those cannabinoids intact, and is creating what's called a synergistic or effect inside your body. Now that effect is what gives you the results that you're wanting or that you're after, okay? Because we get folks who come in and they're like, well, I have some anxiety, or I have some sleep issues, or I have some hormone issues. But what they don't realize when they're looking for a product until they get educated from us is that when you buy our product, or even something that's similar that's from someone else that has all the things that I'm talking about, you're not just fixing one issue, because it's actually fortifying, nurturing, and rebuilding your endocannabinoid system, which controls every system in your body, okay? Again, that could be your hormones, it could be your digestion, it could be your blood sugar levels, anything, including your brain and your central nervous system. So anything that has to do with sleep and memory and just cognition, all of those different things, and controlling your body's ability to do the things we don't even think about, right? Like your blood pumping through your body and your heartbeat and your lungs, just being able to breathe. Remember last week or the week before I talked about how to keep your lungs healthy? Well, this is straight up how to do that by building and fortifying your endocannabinoid system and making an actual fortress around your body so that you can have the best health that you want on your journey, right? So that's it in a nutshell. What I am going to offer anyone who watches this video, and until the end of the week, so Friday midnight, I'm offering, we have right now, it's been an ongoing thing since we've had to temporarily close our store. We've had a duo pack where you can buy 2 bottles of our hemp oil for a $20 discount. Well, right now I'm giving a 25% across the board. So it's a little bit more than just the straight up money taken off. Okay. So whether you buy a full spectrum or a broad spectrum, which has 0 THC, we're giving you a 25% off across the board, whether you're buying 1 or 2. But no, I shouldn't say that. It's not 1 or 2. It's for the 2-pack. Okay, so you have to buy the 2-pack and you'll get 25% off plus free shipping. And if you live locally, we'll even deliver it to your doorstep, so you don't have to worry about waiting too long for it, because we're cooped up in the house anyway. So we might as well go make some deliveries and get out and get into the sunshine and just feel a little bit normal. So I will do that for you. Okay, so I will deliver product to your house. And of course, it'll be a non-touch. You can pay online and then I'll just drop it off to your house, or I will free ship it anywhere in the United States. Okay, sound great? Good, good, good. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm sure I missed a lot, but the one thing that I do really want to talk about is the fact that when your ECS, your endocannabinoid system, is being rebuilt, you will literally feel like things are normal again. Okay, so things that may have been undiagnosed or not diagnosed properly when you've gone to the doctor, like you had these mystery symptoms, they actually start to go away because your body turns on its own ability to heal itself when your endocannabinoid system is balanced, and you are building that fortress or that foundation that turns into your fortress. Okay, so again, I can't stress it enough that I've talked about a lot of different things that actually will keep you safe during these times, but one of the most crucial is actually starting a regimen of hemp oil of some kind. Okay, and of course I want you to get ours because it is the full plant, it is organic, and we care about you and we want to help you guys get healthy. So check us out. I will put a link in the comments of where you can get your discounted duo pack for 25% off. If you have any questions about it, of course, let me know. Beyond that, I am putting together a couple of programs that are health related and going to be able to move you through where you are if you're feeling stuck or you're just feeling like you need to kickstart yourself because you've been really not doing too much, been stuck in the house. So we're going to put together a couple of different programs that you can join, and we'll walk you through and actually help you get some results in your own personal life and not just listen to these videos that I'm putting out for you guys. Okay, so that's it for today. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining, and I'm glad I finally was able to go live and make it work today. Thank you. Bye-bye.